Each week, Davis Garrison III from Preservation Financial offers us some sage wisdom when it comes to planning for retirement. And this week, he joins us to break down a situation that a lot of folks are facing these days. Davis, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Alliance Life Insurance did a study where they looked at a 25-year hypothetical retirement. Tell us what you gleaned from this, what you learned from this.
Well, the study was named Life in Retirement is Full of Unknowns. And we've discussed in the past that longevity risk is now the #1 risk that pre-retirees and retirees face. The potential of outliving their retirement income. And so this is what we specialize in, and we have vehicles that eradicate these unknowns. The risks are gone.
Right.
But unknowns such as, what is your health care going to cost? It's increasing about 6% per year. What is the inflation rate going to be? These types of things are what the study covered. And I've got a couple of examples with a steady rate of inflation. And you can figure inflation by using what's called a rule of 72. If you divide the inflation rate into 72, say it's 3% inflation rate, then the outcome is 24.
Right.
That means that in 24 years, at 3% inflation, you're going to need twice as much money to maintain your standard of living.
Right.
Presently.
That is just, you know, we were talking about that. There's so many unknowns right now because they're actually talking about repealing the Affordable Care Act. There's so many things that could happen down the road. And it's important that you have a plan in place that can go with those ebbs and flows, isn't it?
Exactly. And there are small deviations from your plans can have a major impact. For an example, standard inflation rate, 25-year retirement, $60,000 per year in expenses, receiving $20,000 a year from Social Security. Now, Social Security is a big question mark because it's unfunded to the tune of $15 trillion right now. So our children, grandchildren are not going to receive the benefits that we receive.
Right.
In 2030, there'll be 72 million people in this country over age 65. So it's a serious situation. But if we apply 3% general rate of inflation to this scenario, assuming both expenses and Social Security increase 3% per year, and if we assume long-term returns over the 25 years of 5%, you will need $801,573 to fund a 25-year retirement.
Man.
Now, if you just adjust a couple of assumptions, one of them is that $10,000 of that $60,000 in expenses is for health care. And as I said, health care is increasing 6% per year.
Right.
And we're also assuming that Social Security will increase only 2.5% per year, cost of living increases. If that is the situation, then you are going to need $902,617, which is $101,000 more than the previous calculation.
Man, and the thing is, we've talked about it before. My generation and back, or earlier, not very good savers. My generation and back toward the World War II generations, great savers.
The greatest generation.
And it's going to be hard for a lot of folks to come up with those figures.
Recent studies have shown that 20% of the population in this country, if they needed to come up with $1,000 for an emergency, they couldn't do it.
Right, it'd be difficult. Davis, appreciate you coming by and sharing some information. I mean, you're just a treasure trove of information when it comes to retirement planning. And folks, you need to get by. If you're thinking about retiring, if you're in those states, if you're retired right now, he can still help you out. Go by and see him. We got the information for you right here. It's Preservation Financial Group, Sunset Drive there in Johnson City. Give him a call. Check out that website as well.